Hey there, I wanted to make a video to kind of explain this activity for those of you doing the employee blood type chart and we're not in class to hear an explanation. If you have already turned this in and didn't score so great because you needed some additional help, I have graded those and given them back to you. So feel free to watch this video, make your corrections, and resubmit. I've changed the deadline to tonight at midnight, so you should be able to resubmit that, making your corrections. I won't charge you any points for this one because since I am just now getting this out to you. When you look at the first page, what you're supposed to be doing is picking the red blood cell that would match in each of these different blood types. So this one involves the antigens. Remember, antigens are the glycoproteins on the surface of the red blood cell. And that's what you're seeing. Oops, I need to do one more thing. There you go. That's what you're seeing here are the blood cells with the antigens stuck to them. And on the bottom here, it gives you a key. So if it has a triangle, it's an A antigen. If it has a half circle, it's a B antigen. And if it has the rectangle, it's an R. They have an RH antigen. Remember that the antigen is what tells you the type it is. So the antigen would match the blood type here. So if you're type A, if you have an A either here or here, you're going to have an A antigen on your blood cell surface. So let's go back and find the ones that are A's. Again, they were triangles. If you're Rh negative, you do not have the Rh antigen. If you're positive, then you do. So for A negative, we're looking for a red circle that has a triangle by itself. No Rh antigen. So go back here, and here's the one you're looking for. So you're going to click it once. You can either copy or cut. I said cut just so that it reduces your choices when you go to the next one, but it's up to you. So cut and then go back here, and we're going to Control V. We'll paste it, and so we just move it over, and you're done with A negative. A positive will have the triangles, but also have the Rh antigen, which is the rectangle. So we need a red circle that has triangles and rectangles. So go back. It would be this one right here. So click it. Control X will cut. Control V will paste. Drag it over, and we're done. So you'll continue through all the the remaining 6 blood types the same way. The next page you're working on is the antibodies. Now, this is where you have to think about opposites, not the same as antigens, because the antibodies it's your army in your body. And so if you have type A blood, remember that you hate anything with a B, so you have anti-B antibodies. You have to think of the other letter when you're thinking about antibodies. Also, you have to remember that if you're Rh negative, you do have the antibodies. If you're Rh positive, you do not. So for A negative, we're going to be looking for an anti-B antibody because A's hate B. It's negative, so it will have the Rh antibody. So go to your antibody pictures. These you want to be sure and copy because you have to use them more than once. So we're type A, we need the B antibody. So click once, Control C to copy, go back here, Control V to paste. Drag it over. It's negative, so we need to give this square the Rh antibody. So go back. Here's Rh. So Control C, Control V Control V to paste, drag it over, and you are finished with type A negative. A positive would have the same B antibody because it hates B's, but it will not have the Rh antibody. Only negatives have the Rh antibody. So since we're on this page, we can just click the one we're copying, Control C, Control V, and drag it down. And you are done with, you're done with type A. Excuse me. Be careful on A, B, and O. You may have to go back to your blood typing chart from your notes because remember, ABs don't have any antibodies at all for the AB. They'll have it for the Rh, but not this. Remember, they let everybody in. They like everybody. If you're type O, remember that you don't like anybody coming in at all. So you will have both anti-A and anti-B antibodies. And then if you're negative, you'll have the Rh antibody. So you should have 3 things here and only 2 here. The last part then is you're going to apply this information that you know and tell me is if this person donated to this person, would that result in agglutination? Agglutination is the fancy word for clumping. So you're telling me, is it going to clump, which is a bad thing. That means you cannot donate. But don't answer this if you can donate or not. You're answering it if it clumps or not. So be careful that you put the right Y or N based on that, the clumping. You're going to tell me the reason. Don't tell me because it clumped. I want you to tell me specifically why it clumped. Why did it clump? Let's look at number 1. And you have to look at both the letter and the Rh factor because that will make a difference. Type A given to type B. Well, we know type B, they hate A, so you should know right off the bat you can't donate. So this will clump. That's a yes because it will clump. Do a Y for yes, and then tell me why. Is it clumping? Tell me that type B blood has anti-A antibodies. So there will be clumping. If we go back and look at the Rh factor, the main thing to remember is that negative can give to positive, but positive cannot give to negative. I'll say it again. Negative can give to positive, but positive cannot give to negative. Even if you could give with the letters, let me say that, but they could have, the RHs were fine here, but the letters is what messed that person up, okay? Look at number 3. This is an example of the letters being good, but not the RH. So type O positive given to type O negative. These are fine. Type O can give to type O. And so you may think, no, there would be no clumping, but the RHs are wrong. Positive cannot give to negative. So for this one, you would say, yes, there is going to be clumping. And for this one, you can tell me, I'll make it simple. The RH factors are incompatible. So if you have another situation in this list where the letters are fine, but the RHs are not, then be sure you tell me, this is what you would tell me. I think that is good as far as an explanation. If you have any other questions that this video does not answer, please reach out to me. We can Zoom together individually during class when I'm through with lecture, if I'm doing that, or we can send an email back and forth. Okay, hopefully this helps. And again, let me know if you need anything else. Y'all have a great day. Bye.